This is the key of the all new X7. They have come up with a new sleek key design which is easy to hold, and you can see the buttons have been moved to the sides. It's the M Sport 40D variant, and design wise, like any other SUVs, it's boxy, and you can see there is nothing much happening in the side profile. When we come to the front, the DRLs have been separated from the headlights, and then we have the huge active grille, which is always a topic for discussion as it's a polarizing design. Towards the bottom, the car gets a radar sensor for ADAS, which assists in the lane keeping and automatic emergency braking, but it misses out on the adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, etc. Coming to the rear end, they have refreshed the tail light designs. The car gets a functional exhaust, a roof rail, a side step for easy ingress and egress, and also soft closing doors. Coming to the tires, these are tubeless from Continental of profile 285/45/R21. The front and the rear gets the same size, so it supports tire rotation if needed. These tires do help in noise reduction, and it can really be felt during driving. Now let's take a look at the interior. And this is the new BMW interior design language. You get to see the big screen which connects the infotainment and the instrument cluster. I found it really hard to use. Maybe it needs a bit of getting used to. Eventually it might grow on you. There is an illumination in the dash which highlights X7. As it's an M Sport trim, the car gets an M Sport steering wheel which is electrically adjustable. It also gets a head-up display and 360-degree camera. The dashboard has a couple of AC vents, the control knobs for them, and a volume controlling physical dial. The AC vent controlling knobs looks new when compared to the previous model, but I did not like it as it felt flimsy to use. The center console section has a 12-volt charging socket, a USB port, 2 cup holders, wireless charging pad, etc. Coming to the control section now, this is the knob for controlling the adaptive suspension, and this also will adapt based on your driving mode to provide the proper driving dynamics. This is the crystal rotary knob to control the iDrive. You can also find the start-stop button, which in the 6GT is placed all the way up somewhere around here. And then we have all the driving modes and other controls which are placed exactly like in the 6. And now the main difference is with the gear shifter. They have moved away from the stick now, and what you get is a tiny toggle switch, which again I found really difficult to use as I had to every time take my eyes off and look at it to make it work. Maybe this is also something that needs getting used to, I don't know. Coming to the door controls, the driver gets the option to control the rear seats, the memory functions, and other controls. Apart from the cup holders in the center console, the doors also get bottle holders and some space in the center armrest as well. The middle row passengers gets the electrically adjustable captain seats with adjustable armrest. The seats are really comfortable for long journeys with all the proper cushioning and support available. The center console gets AC vents. They have not maintained consistency with control knobs. This is the old type when compared to what we saw in the front. There are controls, mobile holder, 12-volt charging socket, 2 USB Type-C ports, and 2 cup holders. Behind the seats there is a paper holder, a strip of ambient lighting, and a USB Type-C port here as well. The door has controls for the sunroof and the sunshades. Also the usual bottle holder space is available. Getting into the third row seat is pretty comfortable. We just have to pull the latch in the middle row seat and it gives way thanks to the electrical adjustments. Speaking of the third row, it looks plush, and for a person of my height, getting in was also not that difficult. But when I put the middle row seat back on to its actual position, there is very little leg room. I was not able to tuck my feet under the seat, as you can see. I had to keep my knee upright, and hence there was no underthigh support. They had carved out some space at the back of the middle row seat, but the problem is it was not getting aligned properly. So to sum it up, it's not a place where you would want to spend a lot of time during the travel. The third row also gets a window, sunroof, armrest, cup holders, AC controls, and pillows. There are controls provided in the C-pillar to automatically fold and unfold the third row seats for more luggage space. Coming to the boot, the car has a split open tailgate with controls for each. They have given a bunch of controls to manage the luggage space with ease. There is a 12-volt charging socket, a bit of space underneath. The boot is enormous with the third row seats folded. The loading area is also flat, which makes it easier to push luggages while loading. And also there is an option to control the height by adjusting the adaptive suspension, which comes really handy. The 40D variant gets a twin-turbo inline-6 diesel engine which produces 340 horsepower and 700 Nm of peak torque. It's the same engine you see in the 30D cars but with a higher state of tune. It's very refined, responsive and also efficient engine which can do a 0 to 100 in 5.9 seconds. Coming from a 630D, the immediate differences I felt are the tall seating position which I got used to in minutes itself, and the body roll because it's an SUV. So priced at 1.3 crores ex-showroom, let me know what you guys think about the car. That's everything about the X7 40D. Thanks for watching everyone.